Alert, alert. We have a public safety announcement. Schools in the area do not know or understand what a comprehensive school physical activity program is. Because of this, we are seeing declines in physical education. It is now up to you to spread the word about CSPAP. Your time is limited and running out. Get to work.
Did you hear that the comprehensive school physical activity program is not being announced? We need to spread the word about it. It's a component of 5 things that make it all together. You have physical education, you have physical activity, you have teacher and staff involvement, you have before and after school programs, and you have your community involvement. These are all 5 key pieces that are needed for it to work. Not one is more important than the other, but we need all 5 of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break them down for you and let you know how you could save the community by putting it into your school. Talking about CSPAP, right? And how important it is. Well, the first part of that is going to be our physical education. So when we get into physical education, this isn't just going out and teaching a class and rolling a ball out. No, we need to teach the kids how to be physically active and do it the right way, how to be physically literate individuals. This is going to play a huge part for the rest of the CSPAP, because if we teach them how to be physically literate and how to be physically active and do it the right way, it's going to help them lead in the other one. So when they're physically active in schools, they know how to do it the right way, and they're not out there getting hurt, or they're not doing anything that they shouldn't be doing. They know the proper way of executing everything that they need to do. So physical education is just a huge part of it. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into physical activity in schools. Class, looks like we have some tired people here. We need to give ourselves a little brain break from working all this math and everything. So what I'm going to have you do is we're going to go ahead and stand up. Everybody stand up from your seats. Awesome. So what we're going to get to do today is we're going to do 6 plus 7 squats together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Awesome. All right, go ahead and sit down. We got the brains flowing, we got the heart flowing. We're ready for some math. Let's do it.
As you saw in the video before, physical activity is about moving around during the school time. So, with this in mind, it's about making sure kids are still moving to keep the blood flowing and the brain working well throughout the day, and not just during physical education.
So I've been talking about CSPAP. Staff involvement and teacher involvement is very important. And now this isn't just staff and teacher involvement with helping out with the before and after school program or help getting the community involved, because that is also very important. But with staff and teacher involvement is keeping them physically active. What you need to do is how to teach your staff how to be physically active. It's about teaching the physically literate individual. So it doesn't matter if it's a student or if it's a teacher, everyone needs to learn how to do it. So if you do activities such as yoga, you can have all your teachers come together and do a yoga class together to keep them all active. Or you could do some kind of fitness, group fitness with them. Whatever is going to keep them active and moving, and teaching them about that is going to make them want to teach the students about it or help the students with it. So it's all going to work together and make one great program.
Thank you so much for talking about staff involvement in the school system. And going off of that, staff involvement is huge in our before and after school programs when thinking of CSPAP. We need that staff involvement in order to have that support system when we're trying to provide these before and after school programs, because they can help us put on these activities, like help us roll out a ball or get a group of kids together to put on an activity. And so that staff involvement piece really does play into the entire before and after school program. An example of a before and after school program that I really enjoy to do is an activity called the 100 Mile Club, in which we get students physically active and aerobic activity based of the 5 components of fitness. And so with that, we do running, and the goal is for the kids to hit 100 miles and show progression over a certain amount of time and set goals to reach that 100 miles. 100! Here to talk about community involvement in relation to CSPAP. And so one of the most important things when thinking about CSPAP is including your local community and the resources that they provide, because overall that's going to increase the amount of physical activity if those kids are able to explore different kinds of PA that are outside of the school. Some examples might be bowling, or going to the local rec center to do the various activities they might have there, swimming and whatnot. Here in Greeley, we have like the Hatchet House that's a little bit more unique. Being able to use those community resources is going to be huge in CSPAP, because it's going to, again, just let those kids look at the different types of PA there are instead of just regular stuff that we do in PE, such as like basketball units or soccer. It's going to let them explore.
Thanks for the heads up, voice from above.
No. Thank you all. You did an A+ job explaining how CSPAP works and how it can be incorporated. Now that the information is spread here in northern Colorado, the next test is getting this information spread out in Hawaii.